And let's head on back down. So many amazing pieces this episode. And it's time for the Alivast Oracle, everybody. Ooh, this one's stained. All right, someone replace it with an unstained one. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for the Alivast Oracle?
Let me actually pull it up.
Oh, you guys are gonna pull.
Nice
you guys are gonna. You're all gonna pull up your own version.
I'm gonna try to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up my own version. I mean, I've been on the Unexpectables Twitter this entire time just so I can keep up.
That's good.
I accidentally closed it down.
Yes.
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 Good.
Yes.
Steam from the steamed Alavastian Oracle we're having.
Really?
Crap.
How
far down was it?
Really? Tiango, the Red Death is inside your kitchen. At this part of the world. Yes. Can I see him?
Yes.
Can I see him? Ty Borpington would have an amazing luncheon. Did you ever see fucking what's his face? What's his face? God, Jeff Goldblum reading off that scene.
Yeah.
It was when he said when he said luncheon. I'm like, was that word designed for him?
What day was that posted? I'm trying to find it.
I'll just link you. Do you want me to just link
Okay,
you?
that's that. Yeah, it's fine.
All right. Tango.
Oh fuck, boy.
Tango. Oh, that's the wrong link. That's just us making out. Let me just repost the real one. There we
You
go.
secretly want me to accept it. I understand.
It doesn't. It's not gay if it's not kidding.
All right, there we go. Whoa, no, increase size. Okay, now I got it.
Sorry, 1 second. Can you start us away with the Alivast Ambiguous Anniversary Amazes All there, Snack?
Yes. Let's see.
You were waiting for that.
Let's see. Alivast's ambiguous anniversary amazes all. Citizens across the city have been gathering in groups, large and small, to celebrate the anniversary of Alivast's founding. Some with somber ceremony, others with raucous tavern crawls or public celebrations. These Founders' Day festivities have become a trend only recently, as the city is now old enough, is new enough that most took little notice of the date or bothered to mark the occasion. One major issue with the celebrations is that there is little agreement on what day the celebration should fall, or what even marks the founding, leaving different residents with widely divergent opinions on the age of the city or important events in its history. One school of thought is to recognize the day of the crew of the Canary first spied the continent of Alivast, noting the first encounter with this new land. Others wish to mark the arrival of the Northlanders, who first scouted this new land and, by some accounts, were the first to set foot on the ground where the city stands now. Interpretations of important events vary wildly. For example, dwarven followers of Gromoth do not consider the city to have been founded until the first forge fire was lit, as is their tradition, whereas worshippers of Ginter count time from when the first seeds were sown in the new land. There has been some debate by the council to declare the date by their own charter. To declare the date their own charter was formed to be the official founding. But as much of the charter was written by a summit of governments and a clergy in the old world and took a great deal of time to be transported across the ocean to Alivast, this confuses matters even further. Regardless of how time is marked, the city is still new enough that that there is no burden of long-standing civil traditions to dictate when or how the founding should be celebrated. Most Alivastians take a practical approach. Years ago, Bolar Bramblefoot, an experienced adventurer, returned from an expedition with an abundance of coin. He then proceeds to purchase the entire cargo of a ship newly arriving with casks of ale and set up a tavern consisting of a plank across 2 casks. And he then distributed the ale at little to no cost to every passerby, declaring that it was Founders' Day. A new crew quickly formed, the celebration grew, and the rest, including the devastating fire and riot, is history. Every year since, there's been an impromptu celebration springing up around this time, though since the original event covered 3 days, not including the fire, the exact timing is still loose. So happy Founders' Day! Some celebrate on the 3rd, or others on the 4th. A few even suggest the 31st of the previous month. But regardless, everyone is celebrating how good it is to be in Alivast. Depending on who you ask, Alivast could be as young as 7 years or as old as coffee smudge. And historians are willing to come to blows to defend their reckoning, so it's not really even worth bothering to argue.
Awesome, dude. Thank you so much. Yo, Gumi, you want to read Guard Bus Radical Eltmer Den to the right there?
I actually have to go. I'm sorry.
Okay, bye, Goomba.
I have to go check on the wife. Did I tell you what's been going on with her?
No, you haven't.
She got bit multiple times by what we believe to be a red-headed centipede while I was at MomoCon, and she's been recovering from pain for about a week.
Oh my god, I did not know about this. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I send my well wishes. I hope you... Yeah, geez, so tell Aki you feel better. Oh
I will. I need to make sure she gets in bed.
It's literally the end of an oh no comic. Oh no.
I know. All right. Well, thank you for having me out. I'm sorry I couldn't stay longer.
No worries, dude. Have a good night. Thank you.
Take care, guys. You give Aki our best.
I will.
All
Bye,
right.
guys.
Alrighty. King Ass, thank you so much for the sub. For the 3-month resub. Alrighty, guys. Alrighty, Guard Bus Radical Eltmer Den. The whole of Alivast let a sigh of relief as the news of a bust came in from the guard late last night. According to our regular source, Grenelda Spine Snapper, the guard raided one of the Radical Eltmer's hiding places deep in the sewers. We had a tip-off from some of our civilian guardsmen, she explained. They were investigating a lead that, well, as you can see, turned out well. She did not request to learn their names, though I was able to catch something about not giving that flirty bastard another opportunity to push his brand before she continued. Fitting that they were dug in deep in the sewers, a good chunk of them had some magics in them, too, so at least partially explains how they were able to get away for so long. Apparently the Radicals had put together something for an impressive hideout in a forgotten section of the sewer, granting them with inadequate housing and holding areas for their kidnappings. Meanwhile, they were also able to put up a front in one of the dock's many taverns nearby, the barnacled anchor warding to appear as if it was always full, yet never letting anyone in. Through this, they had a surface hideout for when investigations took to the sewers and giving the guard the runaround for several weeks. 2 hostages were rescued from this bust, their names withheld for safety reasons. When asked if the guard thought that the attacks would stop as a result of the raid, Grinaldo stayed cautious. We're still not sure whether or not this den was the head of the Radicals or just one of many. For the foreseeable future, we recommend that people keep at attention as we continue to search. Don't push the brand. The 7th annual Romanchin Sexiest Man in Alivast. We, the Romanchin, are happy to host the 7th annual Sexiest Man in Alivast Award for being the ideal man in this great city. Every year, we survey the entire city and tally the votes to point out and award the person the vast majority has deemed sexy. The sexiest man who wins this award will receive the coveted Sexiest Man in Alivast statue and a gift basket with wine from the Outreach Vineyard and cheese from the Romano Chacaretti. This year, we will also be raffling off a free Romanchin VIP experience pass to one lucky citizen. Help us find the sexiest man in Alivast. Your name, your address. Who is the sexiest man in Alivast?
Looks to camera.
Just and then Narrigan just steps in the frame. Oh, where am I? Sorry, everyone. Like, you're chaotic. You're like chaotic sexy. He's lawful sexy.
Who's neutral sexy?
Ty Borpington. Lawful sexy. I'm glad the chat agrees with me, though. Ooh, I'm sorry, I gotta write something down real fast here. One second. I gotta write this down before I forget.
7th annual sexiest man in Alivast. I just imagine like Panic's on like the front of a magazine cover, just posing like George Clooney.
The winners will get a random fat pigeon. I have to win this competition. Make me sexy. Just grabs Panic by the shoulders. Okay. Are you ready for? Would you like to read me some letters of the Lady of Olivarosia?
Of course.
What about that other sexy drow, Panic? Forgot his name. That's true.
I don't know who you're talking about. There are no sexy drows.
Yeah, you seem threatened every time he's around, and you seem to like puff your chest out and suck your gut in.
Just established dominance sort of thing.
Why would you establish it when you clearly don't have it?
Wow.
Yeah. I know, wild shit's happening here. Okay, read some letters of Livrosia for me, man.
All right, let's see. Dear lady, I decided to visit my friend and we had a decent chat. Turns out you were right. She had some family problems come up and was nervous. However, she did bring up my feelings and what I said. She admitted she was going to tell me that what she thought the next day, but because of the aforementioned family problems, she got held up. Turns out she found she does have feelings for me, even going as far as to say that she'd like me to stay around and keep her company that night. So does that mean we're dating now? I'm new to this romance shtick, and I may have missed a beat or two, but thank you for all of your advice to this point. I'm sure this meant something that we'll do our best to make it work. Thanks for everything. Less Rosie Cole Scale. Dear Rosie, I love you. I'm so glad things are working out for you and your friend. Something that I remember, relationships are not simple yes or no affairs. They're ongoing, living, organic things and need constant upkeep and maintenance. This doesn't mean that everything will always be great, but like a garden, they need water, weeding, and fertilizer if you want them to bear fruit. People working in concert to make the garden of their love grow is often a lifelong endeavor, and well worth it. Also, since you're a kobold and she is a human, you may want to visit the Seamstresses Guild. I understand they have educational pamphlets on these types of things.
I'll read the next one. Dear Lady Livrosia, it's me. I never thought I would ask for help, but help with this, but I'm really lost. I try so hard to avoid my feelings, but I love one of my best friends. She's helped me through the loss from the Oran raids on our village. She's made me laugh when I couldn't muster strength. Thanks to her, we were able to move into a house in the lower district. I'm afraid of confronting her about my feelings and ruining my relationship with her. It's honestly a hard place to be in. I work hard so we can survive, but it feels like I'll never be good enough for her. Thank you for your help. Dear Mr. Friendzone, I love you. Knowing if you can cross the line from friends to lovers is always tricky. Sometimes things don't work out and you are left in an awkward position. Sometimes it helps to talk to a mutual friend who knows you both well and get their opinion. But the best way is to broach the subject yourself, not as a demand or ultimatum, but especially not as an overbearing announcement. Have the heart-to-heart and willing to accept the outcome without reservation. Relationships are not a tiered system. Romance is not inherently superior to friendship. A loving friend is just as valuable as a loving partner. Mr. Friendzone is a solid name. Want to read the last one, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dear Lady of Liverosia, I want to thank the girl who tells stories with her friends. Every Wednesday, Mom and I listen to her telling stories while I do my homework or play games. I like hearing about the imaginary fantasy places with lots of monsters and adventures and interesting people with funny voices. It's great because Mom and I talk about things afterwards when we're out going into town or school. Mom knows a lot about the stuff that happens and always explains things to me that I miss or don't understand. It's something we do every week because it's something we both like. Even when we're fighting, we can sit on the couch and listen to the storyteller. And when she's done, we're not mad at each other. I want to tell the storyteller and her friends thanks for making Mom and I laugh a lot and sometimes cry. It means a lot to Mom and me too. Signed, Froggy. Dear Froggy, I love you. I know about the storyteller in your letter. She is amazing. Can you believe she's been telling stories nonstop for a whole year? She puts a lot of work into her stories, and she plans, plots, and creates all kinds of fantastic creatures and people, and even tries out different silly voices before picking the one that's best for each character. And her friends are great too. They all bring different pieces of the puzzle to create this magical experience that you and your mom share. Did you know that one of them is the storyteller's brother? One of her friends didn't know for the longest time. The storyteller and her friends bring so much joy to everyone, and I know your mom really enjoys spending time with you listening to their tales because it's brought you two closer together. She may be a big dork and embarrass you a lot, but she loves you. But please remember to put your dirty dishes in the sink. If you leave them in your room, they attract ants.
Awesome. Awesome.
Sort of feels like that one might be familiar. Maybe you talked about somebody.
Of course, how to deal with attacks, how to trim your mustache. Trim your mustache weekly. First, comb a dry mustache with a fine-tooth mustache comb. Then, when wet, hair can appear longer, leading you to cut off too much. Using mustache scissors or using a sharp blade, trim first for shape, cutting along the bottom of the stash and then the outer edges. Work from the middle towards one side, then to the other side, and back to the middle. Looking straight ahead and maintain neutral face to get smooth, even lines. Now trim for length, comb through, stash, and cut hairs on the outside comb to desired length. Trim conservatively at first, if using a sharp blade. Move from longer to shorter guides, you can always trim off more, but you can't add it back after you've clipped it. Comb through your mustache one last time and clip any hairs you may have missed. Oh, there's so much good stuff here. Oh, boy. Oh, 3 hours of streaming. Oh, I got it. We got this. Hoo-ah, we got this. Foulfellow's Elixir Company, presented by a bold new product, Dragon Milk. Tap into the raw power of the dragon. Delicious new flavors. Beat back the baddies with the breath of the dragon, boys. Dolly's Pastries, the Founder Day Mega Macaroon Sale. To celebrate the founding of this great city, the Founders Day, with our annual Mega Macaroon Sale. For 1 week only, we will be selling our famous macaroons at record low prices. This annual event was created in celebration after a certain founding member of the city brought a record number of macaroons despite her small stature. In honor of her and this hard work of the founders, we are dropping the price of all macaroons to 1 CP, as well as selling our rare and infamous Fleet Finger macaroon. A small pink puffy macaroon coated with hard outer shell but filled with sweet filling. With limited supplies of this rare treat, be sure to be the first in line. This is really cool. Cuisine and Alivast too. Oh my lord, you guys. There's so many games you guys built here. Please, please. Your bread is part of the war, Alivast City Council. Oh my god, the crossword is called the intelligence check. That is strong.
You never noticed that?
No, I didn't. I'm so pissed. God, how did I never notice that?
Whoa. Whoa! There's an ad for the Sweet Dragon in here.
What? Where? Oh.
On the left. The Sweet Dragon presents Sunday Brunch Special, the penultimate omelet bar. Sunday Brunch, custom culinary creations created by the runner-up in the Harvest Festival cooking competition, Mr. Ty Borpington. Never-ending coffee for adults and OJ for kids. Tavern, quest board, live entertainment coming soon. Bathhouse Inn.
What? We did it! We're famous!
We fucking made it.
The fucking do we sell out now?
Do we get free coffee?
I hope. Poetry corner.
Reading our own ad. Reading our own ad in the paper. Do you wonder if they'll give us free coffee?
I would hope so, since we own it.
Oh yeah.
I'll read one of these poems too. The suplex. Who was the first? The one who caused the hurt. The arc of destruction, the devastation of necks. The gravity stopper, the Alivast head hopper. I learned from my master as a kid. While others hid, I embraced my destiny to test and do my best. I heard rumors of a green master. Will this encounter be my last perhaps? It's not complex. The arc, the suplex.
Damn.
Alrighty, guys. The Blue Dragon Emporium, home of magical goods, service, and emporium and potions. Not bad. Guys, Gregor, she theories Gregor is having a called conniption. While moving about the dock area patrollers for ultimate coloreds, Gregor knocked into someone and fell over. When Gregor backflipped up and went to kindly request persons to be more attentive in their movements, however, there was no one. At this, Gregor immediately started to scan the area, thinking that person possibly ran off at a bump with a big man such as myself. But after intense search, Gregor started hearing laughter and jeering from a space where a person should be. Now, Gregor, known for lacking any braininess, but Gregor feel even smart. Would be as a medicine would feel even smarter. People would be as investigative as Gregor if they were in the same place. What they wouldn't do to swing Troll Cutter at Invisiman would is simply vintage Gregor. Cool. That's really neat. All right, guys, thank you so much for this. And again, I'm going to credit everyone here. Kiari Ryan, thank you so much. Alcoholic. Thank you so much. Harry, 1863. Jim the Rabid Cow. Beast Eon Rax. Saichi Evie. Night Hunter, 66. Fozzie Wolf. Pwy Suit, 47. Froggy's Mom, and Voodoo Soviet. Thank you guys so much for this. There's a thank you from the staff afterwards. Oh my lord. Oh my goodness, guys. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you for introducing me to kobolds, tanky bards, dagger-wielding rugs, and evil penguins. Saichi Evie. You want to alternate between these, dude? Left,
Sure.
right, left, right, left, right?
Let's see. Yeah. Thank you for creating amazing narratives, complex characters, and lots of laughs and tears. I discovered the Unexpectables when my daughter was having a difficult time dealing with racism at school and the awkwardness of adolescence. Your stories presented a lot of themes that provided conversation starters on some tough issues and gave us shared language and imagery to draw from when we talked. This has provided opportunities to share some difficult stories from my own past with her and brought us closer. We now listen to the streams together and have even started family D&D game because my daughter wanted to create her own stories. Thanks to Taka, Gaijin, Snake, Zito, and especially Monty for creating something truly special. Kehalem, Froggy's mom.
Thank you so much, Caleb.
Oh, that was the story in the latest Lady Liverosia.
Wow.
That's great. I'm really glad you and your daughter can bond over something that us goofballs can put out every week.
Thank you so much. I'll read the one below it, and you can jump over and take some of the shorter ones.
Okay.
Wow, only a short little bit to say thank you. Well, there's actually no words that can describe how I feel about the Unexpectables. It got me through hard times, I'm not going to lie, especially all the wonderful people that I've met in this community. Especially when my dad passed away, you guys have been so supportive and loving and kind. Practically strangers, yet you guys chose to encourage me with my art, and I've never gotten that from an online community other than this one. And the main cast, I've always admired some of you guys from afar for a long time, and this is really the first time I've ever gotten to speak with and interact with some of you, and it's a wonderful feeling when you're heroes in a sense. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm grateful for what you all have done. It gave me something to look forward to. It gave me a purpose. They gave me a chance to fall in love with life again. It made me see that the world isn't as bad as some people make it out to be. It has so much hidden potential, and now I finally see that. I guess without the Unexpectables, there may never have met my soul sister, Chehalem. There is so much more I want to say, but I guess I'll leave it at a thank you very much. Naked Square. Head over and head on down the left side there for a bit, dude. Oh shit, did I lose you?
Nope, not yet. I'm just finding it. It was a pretty long one. I'm trying to look for. Okay. Thank you for all the joy and great moments you all brought me and helping me get into D&D. It's just something magical about the Unexpectables, and I'm grateful for its creation. Thank you all for the enjoyment. I never expected such a wonderful community and enjoyment than this show has brought me. Alpharax.
Thank you so much for sharing this story with all of us. It's given rise to so many entertaining moments and an awesome community, and brought some much-needed creative ideas for myself and so many other talented artists and writers. So you know, no pressure, keeping things up. Mitchell Sword Cooper.
Thank you so much for this series. Without this series, I wouldn't have met so many incredible people or do the Oracle, which gives me so much joy. You guys also got me into D&D, which is now one of my favorite pastimes. So thank you. Thank you for taking us to a magical world where extremely fat pigeons can exist without the laws of nature, a demon can seduce a rock, a bird can drop a knife a bunch, where an orc can worship a penguin statue, and where a kobold can have a ripped puppy of a guard drake. Boom, 1327.
What can I say other than what has already been said above? Thank you for creating this great story. I look forward to it every week. Because of this series, I have made a lot of good friends, and I am having lots of fun helping contribute to the paper. Here's another great year. Keep up the good work.
Thanks for bringing us along on this wild ride, guys. Every session is a blast to listen to, and hearing all your japery is a real treat. Monty and Zito, seeing you two DM and craft these engrossing worlds and characters got me to give it a go at it, and I only wish that I tried it sooner. I'm looking forward to see where everyone goes with their characters and stories, and I just want to say thanks again for sharing it all with us. Alcoholic.
Holic.
Alcoholic.
Not alcoholic. Alcoholic. Okay.
This is pronounced holic.
The O at the end. I thought you would say O. Thank you all so much for every moment of this great adventure. If you told me 3 years ago that I'd be watching a group of wonderful personalities play D&D for hours on end, I would have looked at you and thought you were crazy. But now here we are. Here I am, tuning in every Wednesday night, waiting with bated breath as to what will happen next. I've laughed, I've cried, shouted with both glee and anger at my computer, and I've also been absorbed into the world Monty has created, and the everyday life of Alivast that Takahata101 Gaijin and Snake have brought color and life to. I'm so happy that I clicked on that YouTube video on Taka's channel, and that I started watching ever since. Happy anniversary, Unexpectables. Here's to many more years of joy. Night Hunter 66.
I find the longer I go on, the more opportunity I create to embarrass myself. So thank you for bringing humor to my sunless drives to and from work, and lately giving me a reason to be glad for Monday and Wednesday evenings. I hope to spend another year with you all, and hopefully if I'm awake while you read this, I'm firing off some bits in the chat. May the road ahead be heaped with blessings and good folk. The Threadweaver.
A year ago, I came across the series from episode 1. I was hoping for a Hellsinger Bridged update while I was at work. From the other series, it's become a highlight of my Thursday mornings. I could go into what I love about the series, the world, the characters, but this is something you hear on a daily basis. What I will say is thank you, because without the Unexpectables, I wouldn't be doing half the stuff I'm doing now because of you. The way you guys not only just build a world and interact with it, but built the community show around the show is something to be proud of. Not only do the fans support you, but whether you realize it or not, you have supported your fans and caused all of us to grow. If you told me a year ago I would be fiddling around with voxel art, taking a drawing course, doing a weekly fan paper, being a lot more active online, role-playing again and writing, I wouldn't believe you. All the progress I and many others within the great community owe the growth over the last year to a bumbling orc, a rage-filled kobold, a butterfingers kenku, an egotistical tiefling, and a three-eyed DM who can't hold on to her dice. You've given us hours of laughs and tears, lore and conspiracies, shipping wars, and fan art. Thank you for letting us watch you while you play in the greatest sandbox ever, and thank you for letting us play in it when you're not using it. Jim the Rabid Cow.
When I first clicked on the Unexpectables, I did it out of simple curiosity. I never expected to find such an amazingly crafted world full of mystique and wonder. There's something special about the world you guys make. For lack of a better word, it feels real. And it's brought to life by both amazing players and our brilliant DM. The Unexpectables has filled me with an amazing amount of joy and giving me a way to bond more with my father. The campaign inspired me to play D&D myself, and I have a great amount of enjoyment with it. The Unexpectables has brought me things I never expected. I never expected to find such amazing friends in the community, and I certainly didn't expect to help run a newspaper or do anything fan art related. It's been my privilege to contribute to a community in some way and hopefully add to Monty's wonderful world. I look forward to seeing this campaign continue. Congratulations on making this milestone. Thank you for the enjoyment and continue to be the wonderful people we love. POI Suit 47.
Hashtag make us canon, question mark? I love you guys. But no, Monty Glue 2018, Voodoo Soviet 2018, Wayne Gretzky 2018, Michael Scott 2018. Happy 1 year anniversary. Thank you so much, guys. That's really kind of you to say all that. It's been a crazy year, and I'll say this, and I've said this on a couple streams lately. I look at my life a year ago to now. It's night and day. It really is.
Same here. I think I would be a lot less fulfilled, certainly a lot less happy without the Unexpectables. And you guys were a big part of that.
Yeah.
So thank you, most of all. Thank you guys
Yeah.
for sticking around and joining us for these crazy adventures. And here's to another year.
Here's hoping. Thank you all. I'm proud to be part of this community. And I do everything I can every day to earn my place in it. From all of us here at the Unexpectables. Yeah. Thank you too, Zito, man.